critique the government's reaction to the pandemic using the First Lady's lime green dress at the Republican National Convention 28 August 2020. There are a couple of firm rules that you're advised to stick to if you're appearing at an event that's going to be broadcast across the internet. Don't appear in front of a blank whiteboard, and don't wear bright green. Because if you do, you're basically asking to become a meme. Apparently, Melania Trump didn't get the memo though, because during Thursday night's Republican National Convention she arrived wearing a dress that essentially doubled as a ready-made green screen. Unsurprisingly, the internet noticed and quickly got to work flooding Twitter with edited versions of the dress. While Donald Trump attacked his political opponents and celebrated his own achievements with misleading claims, the coronavirus crisis was notably absent for much of his speech. The First Lady's outfit became a way to display what's really going on in the country. Think images of devastating statistics from the pandemic, old clips of Trump with his pal Jeffrey Epstein, and video of fires raging in cities across the US. Below, we've rounded up a few of the highlights. The internet looking in Melania's green screen dress pic.twitter.com/DNQWJPMFDP, Adam Sheehan, Sunaro, VCRX, at New Maverick, August 28, 2020. Kicking off with COVID-19 figures gorgeous dress pic.twitter.com/JV0-0Ru, Parker Malloy, at Parker Malloy August 28, 2020. pic.twitter.com/9HZHVD2Y4U, Zedster, at Zedster, August 28, 2020. While Trump skirted around the almost 180,000 US deaths related to coronavirus until later in his speech, and has repeatedly been criticized and or mocked on social media for his absurd and dangerous response, the damning data did make an appearance, featuring heavily in the edits of the green screen-esque dress. Along with images of the virus, the dress also got a couple of trippy redesigns based on their, now all too familiar, illustrations of the virus itself. Addressing the ongoing protests across the US, pic.twitter.com/G8G0EA, The Lincoln Project, at Project Lincoln August 28, 2020. We loved Melania's dress. #Late Show Live pic.twitter.com/Econalumc, A Late Show, at Colbert Lat Show, August 28, 2020. Before Trump gave his speech at Thursday night's RNC, protesters gathered in D.C., just yards away from the White House. They were there to demonstrate against the shooting of Jacob Blake, a black man who was partially paralyzed after being shot 8 times by a police officer on August 23, in Kenosha, Washington. These protests also follow the wave of Black Lives Matter activists taking to the streets earlier this year to oppose systemic racism and police brutality. Of course, scenes from some of these demonstrations made it onto the dress, and they sit pretty uncomfortably with all the fanfare and self-congratulation. Tracing Trump's relationship with Jeffrey Epstein, Melania probably should not have worn the lime green dress. #RNC 2020 #green screen pic.twitter.com/Vlo5YRuv, Murray, Statue of Liberty, at Murray_NYC, August 28, 2020. Obviously, Jeffrey Epstein has repeatedly been the subject of memes since his arrest and subsequent death in 2019, so it's not too surprising that he re-emerged here, amid the proceedings at the RNC. Specifically, clips of Trump mingling with a younger Epstein graced the dress as he walked down the White House steps with Melania. And finally, the environment. Climate denial, but make it fashion. #RNC 2020 pic.twitter.com/FQHOCPPDF, Climate Power, at Climate Power August 28, 2020. Devil in a green screen dress. #RNC 2020 #Melania Trump pic.twitter.com/NHTGDOKT, Santhrax Hadna, at Belazibabzi, August 28, 2020. Is creating memes based on Melania Trump's address really going to lead to any effective political action, or sway many voters? Probably not. The memes are more like a coping mechanism to stop us all losing our minds about the issues that Trump, among others, is blatantly ignoring. Like climate change, which he has previously dismissed as a hoax. It's unclear whether all of the edits of Melania's dress engulfed in flames directly comment on Trump's terrible record with the environment, or just sum up his presidency in general, but TBH, they do the job either way. Let's block ads. Why?
Show your love for him. Click the link in description. Thanks for watching.